I should have been signed in already. Y'all come on in. I hope you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Let me get logged in here so I can at least see your comments because I am using my back camera. We're going to try this thing. What's up? Come on in. Yeah, I'm trying this back camera thing, so I don't know what's happening. But we're about to figure it out together. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm logging onto my computer because that's the only way I can hear you guys. And okay, so I'm going to go in here. What's up, you guys? Come on in. I'm Coach Nye. I'm just setting up. So I'm using my back camera. This is the first time I'm using it, so I want to make sure I got volume. And she do. Y'all, what's up? Come on in. I am Coach Nye, and if you have not ever joined a live of mine, pretty much what I promote here is self-love, healing, and teaching you how to operate in your purpose. First off, helping you identify what your purpose is, the difference between your purpose and your passion. And that is something that I like to teach. Now, let's talk about this because it's so hot. I like being outside by the pond. It's so soothing. It's very soothing when I'm out by the pond. So let me get everything cleaned up. But anyway, today we're going to jump it off with fear. And when people join, they'll join. I'll see them. This light is super bright. Just got to make sure I can hear you guys. See you guys. What's up? Peas, bees, hunters, 653. Good evening. All right. So you guys, fear, right? So today I was driving. I'm taking care of a lot of business, right? I'm trying to get myself set up for success, right? With everything that's going on in my life, everything that could possibly go wrong. And most people's eyes, they would look at it as things that go wrong. See, when you're in the struggle or when you're in the in-between season of God getting ready to bless you, but you got to shed some things and things start feeling and looking a little shaky. That's when you can take it and say, oh, everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong for me. Nothing's going right for me. But that's not what it is. Okay. That's not what's happening. What's happening is you have to shed. So the things that look like it's bad or not good timing is actually the blessing that's needed. You just don't know it yet. Thank you so much. You just don't know it yet. And the reason why you don't, give me 1 second, let me get my fan. The reason why you don't know it yet is because you're too busy focusing on the problem. That's it. Thank y'all for the follow. Actually, I like, share, follow. Go ahead and hit some likes so we can get other people to join. So you just don't know that it's a blessing yet because you only seeing the problem. And a lot of times we only see the problem. We only see the problem because of the fact we're so stuck in fear. And so I was driving today and I was going to take care of some business and I was going to get some things done because things changed in my life. It just happened. Things just shifted. And it's like every other day, things keep shifting in my life. And I have to make sure I can shift with it. And the blessing in that is God is teaching me how to shift because I'm the type of person, I don't like change. If it's working for me, don't come messing it up. Don't give me nothing else. I don't need nothing else. Don't come telling me this will be good for me. I know what's good for me. I like to be comfortable. I like to be in my own space, in my peace. I like to know what's going on and my environment and boom, 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 boom. I'm a simple chick. Listen, it ain't no guessing with me. I'm a simple chick. If I say I like it, I like it. If I say I don't like it, I don't like it. Period. If you ask me what I want to eat, I'll go ahead and tell you, hey, let's go ahead and eat this. I'm just a simple chick. That's it, right? So I don't like change. So when change come, it's like, oh my goodness, it shakes me up. But in this season, I realized that God is teaching me how to be able to be flexible, shoot from the hip, do what I need to do, make changes, rock with it. When it's time to roll, be ready to rock. So in this season, all these things that's going on with me, instead of me getting upset about it and saying, oh my God, another this and another that, what I'm doing is saying, okay, God, thank you. That's hard. I had to learn to get to that point to say, okay, God, thank you. I had to learn to get to that point. Thank you for the follows. Thank you so much for the likes. You guys keep it going. I had to get to the point of being able to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In the mix of everything that's going on, thank you. Right? So in this, I had to look at, why do we go through things in life, and when things is not looking the way or falling the way that we think it should follow, or how we planned it should fall out, we immediately get angry. Well, I came to the conclusion, and with my thoughts and me sitting around thinking, because that's something I like to do, is it's all fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear. Fear is basically an unpleasant emotion, right? To either danger or pain. That's what fear is. Fear is, being afraid of something or someone. Fear is not knowing. When you have fear, let's look at fear like this. Not knowing, right? Not knowing, which causes you to control, which causes you to try to control the situation. And then you fail at it, right? Because nothing that God do, we can control. So because we can't control it, we fear it, and we jump and we get away from it. We fear it because of the fact this is just too much. God, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to maneuver around this, so I'm not going to touch it. God, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to go ahead and not push myself to the extent or further, or push me further than I think that I can go, because I'm afraid of what I don't know. So therefore, you have a lot of people that run for politics. They run for all type of things. They go and apply for jobs. They become competitive in jobs. And then when they apply for that job, they go home and say, man, I don't know if I'm going to get it. And it's only because of the fear of not knowing how they're going to grade it, a fear of not knowing who's going to vote for them, the fear of not knowing. Right? That means not having control. So if that's all that, when I broke that fear down, I came up with the whole control thing. Okay. So most of us, yes. Well, how do you say it? Peas, bees, hunter? Exactly. So the thing is, if I fear it, why do I fear it? If I fear it, then I'm going to try and control it. So therefore, I won't fear it. But what if we did neither? What if you went into that business with neither fear nor control? What if you went in that business? See, a lot of people don't like gamblers, right? You don't like gamblers. People look at gamblers like, man, how can you risk that? You got bills to pay. You got this. You got that going on. I don't know what's going on with my fan, but I need it to work. You got this going on. You got that going on. How can you risk that? It's because of the fact they go in releasing the fear and the control, meaning that they already know that there's a possibility that they can lose everything and they took a choice to bet it all on that or not. So if I'm a bet on me, then I might as well go all the way in. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. Betting on yourself, you have to take away the fear and the control. That business that you want to open up, take away the fear and the control. That relationship you want to get into, take away the fear and the control. Just go in, and wherever you lie, you lie. But at the end of the day, you're going to lie in your true, authentic self. Authentic. Very authentic. Nothing about it is going to be synthetic, okay? We ain't doing synthetic no more. But what I'm saying is, you're going to go into that situation. You're going to go into that business being your true, authentic self, not trying to be somebody else. You're going to go into that relationship being your true, authentic self, not being anybody else. And guess what? If she don't like you, sir, or ma'am, if he don't like you, then you're just not for him. Would you rather go in being somebody else and then find out later he don't like you because you're not who you say you were? It's not going to be successful. Anything you go in with your true authentic self in is going to be successful. You open that business from your heart, not for what people are going to say or how people are going to look at you, the status of having money and, people looking at, 'cause a lot of people like to have the title. The title is, I'm such and such, such and such. You know, I work for this place and I work for that place and I'm this title. I'm the supervisor. I'm the manager. I'm the this and I'm the that and I'm the and they go into that feeling like, okay, this title is going to make me somebody. But in the same time, you failing at it. You're not successful in it at all. And the reason why you're not successful in it is because why you coming for me? Listen, I put a fridge up in this is my studio, okay? Put a fridge up here. It's because why you coming for me? Listen, I put a fridge up in this is my studio, okay? Put a fridge up here for my boys. And little nosy like to come in here. That's my youngest son. No matter what happened in life, he's going to always be in my business. It doesn't matter how it goes. He's going to be in my business. That is his job, is to be in my business. That's his job, to mind my business. That's my son, right? But anyway, whenever you go into something knowing that, okay, that title means nothing, am I still going to be the person or the man or the woman that I truly am built to be? I don't care nothing about that title. I'm a supervisor. But even though I have the supervisor title, am I a leader? Do you understand? It's so many people that go into things because they want the title, and then they don't understand the reason why you fail is because that's not who you're supposed to be. You're being somebody else. You're taking this person's job. You're so busy trying to make sure that you don't fall in the crabs in the bucket. So what you do is get on top and sit on the lid. So everybody that actually qualify for the job that you're sitting in can never reach it because you're sitting in this job that you do not qualify for. That is not who you are. That is not for you. You're not being your true, authentic self. Now you get some places that this is not your job. You're not good at this job. This ain't your job, but they put you in a job anyway. So just do the best at it as you can. But if that's not who you are, they got to get what they gonna get about you. Do you understand? But what I'm saying, we're opening up your business. Go into it knowing that, hey, this is not for everybody else. This ain't even for me. This ain't for the look at me. It's my time to shine. This is not for the social media to get all the followers so people can follow me and look at my life and this, that, and other. This ain't for the faking it. This ain't for get all your money, throw it up in there. This ain't for the show out. This ain't for nothing. This business that I'm opening goes back to God because everything you do He has to be glorified in. It's kind of like everything that you do, just like back in the old biblical times that they would take their children, their firstborn, and they give it back to God. That means everything. It's not just your firstborn. That means everything of yours. They get caught up with the whole tithing. No, the 10% every first when you, and then they make it their own. They make it their own of what the first means. The first means everything. Your business, everything. Everything. When you put it back to Him and allow Him to get the glory out of it, then He's going to make it for you. Do you understand? What your heart desire? You want to make millions? Then He'll allow you to make the millions. Thank you for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for all that. Hey, come on in. Miss Baker 7, thank you for the follow. If I missed anybody else, okay, I'm sorry. But share it out. Bring other people in. So in the event of everything that you do, you have to make sure God's going to get the glory. You can go get all the shirts you want to get. You can go get all the signs you want to get, put it on all the vehicles you want to put it on. You can go get all the business cards you want to get. You can get on here and get 1 million followers and still not sell a thing. You can get on here and have 10 followers and sell $1 million worth of merchandise. Do you understand? You can have 5 followers and be the best life coach. Your business can be booming because you are operating from a place of understanding and knowing that it has nothing to do with you. This is not about you. This is not for you. This is for God and God alone. And once you come to that understanding, everything's going to work out for you. Everything. I don't go into anything looking for money. Let me tell you something. When I say everything that could be going wrong, and right now, just when I think I'm about to be good, boom, something else happens. Something else happens. And instead of me saying, No. No. I had to stop and say, okay, God, this ain't even got nothing to do with nobody else. This is for you to get the glory, because this is what I'm going through is about to be a testimony for somebody else. Even though you're about to bless me with what my heart desires, even though I wanted this a long time ago, and you're giving me what I want now at my big age, okay, great. Great. I had to go back and put God back on it because of the fact I prayed for this. I asked for this. You blessed me with this. It didn't come when I wanted to, but it came in the time that you needed to. And it has nothing to do with me and anybody else. It has everything to do with him getting the glory. And that's it. Because what I'm going through, somebody else is about to go through. And I have to be big sis for that person. So I surrender, because I'm not going to be stressed. I could say, well, God, I already got this going on. Well, God, I'm just starting my business. Well, God, I ain't working no more. God, I'm still trying to get, I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to do, and God, I'm all hit him with the Nikki. Guess what? Ain't got nothing to do with him. Because what he told me is he's going to provide and take care of me. And that's what he's been doing. So what I'm complaining for? Woman, why are you complaining? I'm not. Sometimes you have to step back and see what is going on. Not looking at your situation in the moment that you're in. All businesses ain't going to do well. You know why they're not going to do well? We talk about this often. Because you're operating from a place of passion and not purpose. Meaning that you're passionate about this thing. You want to help people. You love people. You know this is your calling. This is what it is. You know this is in your calling because you feel it in your gut. You never went to God and asked him, was that your calling? But you said you feel it in your bones. You just feel it in your bones. And yes, that probably is something you're supposed to be doing, but not in what you're doing it in. Meaning that you like to help people, so you want to open up a boys and girls club, right? And you like, everything ain't going right. It flopped because it's a passion of yours. See, your purpose was, yes, you were supposed to help people, but not in that way. That was a you way. That is what you wanted to do. See, those are the things of your heart. Passions have a quick flame. They'll be up and then they'll be out. They'll be up and then they'll be out. See, purpose is forever. Purpose, when you start operating your purpose like me, it's like I'm not even working right now. I'm actually working right now, but I'm not even working right now because I enjoy this. So I'm not working right now, but I'm working right now. I'm not working hard right now, but I'm working hard right now. Do you understand? When you operating in your purpose, everything just comes to you easily. Just like that affirmation, money comes to me easily. I don't have to say all that. I'm not sitting around doing all these affirmations because you'll be affirmation out. You don't have to do all that, but that's a you thing. If you feel that that's what you got to do, then that's what you do. However, I'm just here to tell you, I can only tell you my testimony, and I know I'm no better than you. That's the whole purpose. That's my whole purpose, is to teach you how to believe like I believe. I'm not sitting around doing a bunch of affirmations. I'm not sitting around telling myself, because let me tell you what an affirmation is. An affirmation is forcing you to believe a thing that is already true. If I tell myself this over and over, then I'll believe it. It's you convincing yourself that a thing is already true. Before they did the whole affirmation, think back when you was a child and you said you wanted something. And you said, God, this is what I want. Or even when, God, please don't let me get a whooping. And you didn't get a whooping because you believed God was bigger than your parents. Yeah. That childlike faith. Listen, when I said that prayer, I ain't never getting no whooping. And the reason being is because in that moment as a child, I knew that my God was bigger than my parents. Like, okay. I remember one time I said the prayer. Nothing happened. Then later on at night, I got woke up out of my bed. I get a whooping. Guess what? Walked out that door. For some reasons, that parent, toe got stumped, head hit the wall, all type, because God don't play about me. But do you understand what I'm saying? You allow God to just control everything that you got going on and stop trying to control and force things to go and be a way that it's not supposed to be. That ain't your thing. Your thing is just to be you. Let me tell you what my day looked like so you can get a full understanding. So my day is pretty much, I get up, I put on clothes. I do my personal hygiene. I put on clothes, and then me by myself, I will go out. I'll go have breakfast, brunch, whatever it is. I meet new people. People just fall. Things that I've been asking for just fall in my lap. I just had to leave the house. So now I leave the house and I go to different places. I enjoy my time. See, and the thing is, I'm working. But it don't feel like work because I'm operating in my purpose. See, God will always bring the people that I need to, with my purpose, my job, that I need to heal, or I need to speak to, or I need to pour into. He's going to bring them to me. I just have to make myself available, go outside and go where he tell me to go. That's it. I don't sit around I don't sit at my desk all day trying to come up with a marketing plan on how I can market my business and how I can do it this way and how I can do it that way. No. I don't. I allow God to tell me what I need to do. And I meet the right people. And when I meet the right people, guess what? I get interviewed for things. I'm asked to be a guest on things. I'm asked to speak at events. All because I'm making myself available, not forcing something on me. I don't force anything on me. I know who God sent to me and who God don't send to me. See, that was part of my test. One thing about it, one thing for sure, I do right by people. For all you ones out there that's always doing right by people, that's always giving. That one, I give you the shirt off my back. I give you my last dollar. Everybody call you. They wake you up in the middle of the night. They bothering you all night. They telling you, hey, I need. They doing all these different things, right? Nobody ever come in your corner. Nobody ever call you. Nobody ever check on you. Nobody ever do any of these things. I'm talking to you, right? As long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, not being a fool, doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is doing right by people, God-like. However, there's a healing in there, and that's what I teach. I keep forgetting. I forget to promote myself, okay? Trinity Walk to Self-Love. This is a book that I created. This is to help you, give you some of the guidelines and different things that I went through. And it's a journal. Different things that I went through when I was on my healing journey, right? So this is for you. If you need it, it is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart website. That you can purchase it and help you along your guidelines. Now back to what I was saying. If you're one of those people that just bend over backwards for people, you're always there for people. That's what that book is for. Because yes, you're doing a great thing. And yes, you are a good person. But that don't mean that you gonna get in the pearly gates of heaven. Because what's going on is you don't love yourself. What do you mean by that? Because if you loved yourself and the people that's always coming to you and taking from you, using you, you would have boundaries. And that's something that I had to learn. I had to learn how to create boundaries because God did not create me to be ran over. Just because I'm doing a good thing and always looking out for people, that wasn't my job. God never said, hey, give them your last, give them the shirt off your back, give them your shoes, you give them your money, let them have fun with their money, and then you give them your money and I'm going to keep providing. It's going to come to a point in time that God going to say, listen, I ain't giving you no more money. I gave you money. I blessed you. I gave you shoes. I gave you a shirt. I gave you everything. But you chose to give it away to somebody that I'm trying to teach a lesson to. And you keep covering them. So since you don't want to stop covering them and you don't want to mind your business and be blessed and and be happy in the things that I gave you, then I'm going to go ahead and let that karma hit you too. So y'all both can learn a lesson in this season. Because once this person comes out of their karmic experience or their cycle or whatever it is that they're going through, guess what they're going to do? They're going to pick themselves up. They're going to go and they're going to attach themselves to a whole new person. They're going to attach themselves to somebody new to suck the energy out of them while you still down there. You think they're going to get up and help you because you helped them and gave them the shirt off of your back? No, sir. you SOL. Until you learn how to unconditionally love people from a healed place. And healed mean having boundaries. I always loved, and I say this a lot, I always loved from a unconditionally loved people from a broken place. I was broken. I had no boundaries. I treated people how I wanted to be treated. Man, I let some of the most craziest, people mistreat me. I let some of the people that couldn't hold a match to me mistreat me. I let these things happen. I'm just a good person. I'm still a friendly person. I'm still going to be a good friend. I'm still going to be all these things. It's just that now I have boundaries. Do you understand? I'm not here for everyone to just take from me anymore. I'm not doing it no more. When you hear that broken English, when I say for why, I mean that. For why? Why am I going to allow you to take from me? Why? If I love you, then you should love me the same way I love you. Everybody's love is different, but it's only one definition of love, and that is God. God is love, period. But everybody has their own definition of what love is and what love should be, what love means to them. And they crack me up when you get them together on a panel and they say, well, I feel love is this, love is great. And then you hear the audience saying, okay, yeah. And then the other ones say, no, love is about being able to get in the fight when things get hard. And then you got this group of people like, yeah, tell them, you know what I mean? Shut up. Love is God, period. Period. When you stop putting a tag on love, when you stop saying love is this, love is that, or from your own understanding instead of your personal experience with God himself, but from your experience from a place in this material world, you're always going to have a jacked up outcome. Everybody is going to feel a type of way. See, this person is loving you with everything that they got, but because your definition of love is having my back, holding me down when I'm in the struggle, you're going to miss the opportunity. And that's why other people get mistreated by you, because you're holding them to a standard of love that you created, what you feel love is. And that's what happened to a lot of us growing up in a household, and what was taught love was. It's not hugging. It's not telling you I love you at night. It's not showing emotions. It's not any of those things. Love me, I put food on the table, put clothes on your back and a roof over your head, and you grow up thinking that that was love. And then you went and you put that on your children, except for one of them, like myself, broke free of that matrix. And I said, no, that's not what love is at all. I don't want nothing to do with that love. Your love sucks. That love is stupid. And anybody that love like that, they need some serious help. They need therapy, because what I know love to be is God. Before there was a Webster dictionary, there was God. Love means all things. God. Anything of God is love. So how dare you tell me, how disrespectful for it is for you to tell me you love me and you don't even love God or know a God. You don't even believe in a God. Well, there's another one. There's another one. That's right. For why? No. If you don't listen, I heard this thing and it said that you know what? We'll talk about that at another time. But that's all. I just need you to understand, when you're saying things or you're coming up with these things and you placing this on the people that you quote unquote love and the people that you quote unquote want in your life, and you can see a future with the person or this, that, and the third, let me tell you, ma'am, just because that man ain't showing you love like what you were taught love was, does not mean he don't love you. And it does not mean go get the 5 love language book and say, well, my love is affirmation. My love is this. And my love, shut the hell up. Get to the basics. The basics is love. God is love. I don't want to hear nothing about no gift giving. Do not come to me talking about some, my love languages. I don't care. You know what? Click. I'm done. That's what happens when you get healed. You just be like, you know what? You done. That's what happens, because it's just like, shut up. You already about to take this to a whole nother level of stupidity. You about to make things hard. Relationships are not hard. Friendships are not hard. Love is not hard. It's an automatic thing. What's hard is, and what's forced is, evil is forced, because you got to think about it. You got to plot, plan, to think about it. Love is just getting up and saying, I'm going to do right. Hey, love is, you look like you thirsty. Let me give you a bottle of water. Evil is, you look like you thirsty. What more can I make you do to suffer? Do you understand? I ain't gonna give them no water. I'm gonna go hide all the water. I'm gonna go do you understand? The easiest thing that we can do is to do right. Period. Period. There's nothing else. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for the follows. That's how simple it is. It is so simple. It's so simple. So don't stop going into friendships and relationships and businesses and different things with the whole idea. It's back to what we started from, which is fear. Fear and control. Let it go. In order to fail in a relationship, you put too much thought into it. Let me tell you why. Well, last time I was real nice to that person, they did this. Okay, that's your fault. You the one poured into the wrong person. So now this person come in and you're going to say, no, I already see the signs. So no, you're going to play the games? When the whole time you threw away an earth angel. Somebody that was sent into your life to bless you, to help you elevate and become the better version of yourself. But you threw it away because, hey, I'm so used to being here. I'm so used to doing this. Listen. When God get ready to bless you, all the ones that sat here and said, well, you know, I felt, and you know, it hit them with the Nikki. They can't get it out. They can't think because of the fact they messed it up. When the business, you want to be business partners with somebody, but because you couldn't see the bigger picture, you couldn't wait, you couldn't see the God in it. You couldn't see that God first and everything is going to see the God in it. What I mean by the God in it, that means that you haven't seen it happen yet. You just got to believe it's going to happen. You got to believe that it's going to be millions. You got to already see the end goal from the beginning when you start a creation. See, God, when he created the world, he wasn't just sitting there like, well, he already created of what he wanted it to look like, because that's why it was so simple. On day one, he said, boom, 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 boom. Day two, boom, boom, boom. All the way till it is done. All the way until it was Adam. And then, even then, when he looked at Adam, and he was like, you know what, son, I don't know what I was thinking. I created you by yourself, because I said be of everything. You know, you're in charge of everything. All this is yours. Name it. Do whatever you want. And guess what? I don't know. Adam probably was around there waving his front tail around and just seeing if it can go side to side. I don't know what Adam was doing, but God at one point said he needed a helper, and he created us. Do you understand? He created us. And the reason why he created woman for him is to be a helpmate, to help him. Because obviously Adam was doing something that he needed help with. So what's better to make? Me, Coach Nye. What's better to make? You, a woman. Listen, I play too much. I need to stop sometime. Thank y'all for the follow. Thank y'all for the likes. So in that making us, there had to be a thought, a creation. Oh, Lord, my camera done dropped. Hold on. There had to be an end goal. And I'm using this back camera, and it's different for me. It really is different for me. Hold on. It really is. It's a different type thing. It's so different for me. Okay, let me see if I can stick it back. Stick it back. I play too much. Told you I like having a good time. Well, it ain't gonna stick. So we're gonna find somewhere to put it. Oh, what about that? Right there. So if I'm not looking directly at you, it's because I'm trying to, let me put this here. I'm trying to make sure that we lined up. But anyway, I ain't gonna worry about all that. Y'all can catch in when you need to catch in. So there has to be a thought process of seeing the end goal. See, when he created us to be a helpmate, God looked at it like, hey, we're going to give life. We're going to do all these things because we're women. He already foreseen how everything is going to be. So when you get that business partner and that one business partner is just like, no, I don't see it. And they take off. And then all of a sudden you booming. Then they like, oh, well, what about my part? Now they want to talk about, I just thought and no. Deuces. Do we still do that? Deuces. Yes. Bye. Absolutely not. No. Because you stayed in the fight and you did not let fear or control drive anything about it. You are going to be blessed. You put God in it by allowing God to shine in it. Meaning that there's God. You don't see God, but you know he's there. You don't see the end goal. You definitely ain't feeling the end goal money. But you know it's going to be there because God told you to. That's why I say put everything. And a lot of people, they frustrate me with this whole thing of everybody believe in God until something don't work right with them. When it don't work right with them, then everybody believe God until it don't work right with them. Right? In that moment of pressure. Thank you. Everyone says that about my eyes. Tell me more about my eyes. Let me bat them. No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you so much though. But you done got me off track. I think you made me blush a little bit. So when you put God first in everything, you got people when they're in the pressure, when they're going, and when they in the weeds right now, hard in the paint, and the pressure is hard on them. I mean, it's hard on them. Oh, baby, that's when they don't believe there's no God, there's no nothing. It's just like, no, can't be. It's impossible. It's impossible. Where's God at now? That's what he wants you to know. That's what he wants. Right now, no one would know how far deep in the weeds I am of, God, I'm in the wilderness. And wilderness pretty much means confusion, lost, confusion. So when they talk about that in the Bible, that's what it is. The wilderness is confusion. That's what it is. So I'm in my wilderness of my life. However, I know that my Moses is navigating me through. Who's Moses? I'm Moses. But really, I understand that, okay. I think about every time and everything that I'm going through, I always, and this is no lie, this is me telling you what I do. I think about Moses. Every time Moses went up, he came back down. Everybody was still doing what they wanted to do. Moses go back up. He come back down with the tablets. It's like, hey, these are the rules, the laws, the regulations. This is what it is. And everybody's still doing what they want to do. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's asking. Everybody's this and everybody's that. But I also think of Moses is, in this situation, instead of me getting mad and striking the rock and getting upset and I can't make it to the promised land, what I do is I just say, God, in this moment, what is it that you need me to do? Because I don't like this feeling that hurt. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on in this moment because I don't want to miss my moment by saying there ain't no God, or God just failed me, or he left me, or now I'm doubting. I don't want to do that. So God, what is it that you need me to learn in this moment? And if it ain't nothing for me to learn in this moment, please give me peace in this time. Send me on vacation. Send me somewhere. Give me some money so I can go get outside. I can go shopping. I like doing the getting candles. God, I ain't got no money to go get my candle supply like I used to. Or I want to go shopping. God, give me, I promise you, it always lands in my lap. Because what he blesses me with, he give me that in that moment because I'm still trusting him and I haven't doubted him. I just know that my daddy is having a time right now in my life. I'm not on punishment. I'm just going through something. He need me to learn something. So I'm going to learn it. But in this moment, this is not the time for me to learn. This is the time for me to process. See, something else has to happen and it's not to me yet. So since it hasn't got to my doorstep yet, I'm in that waiting season, the waiting season of whatever trauma, drama, whatever's about to come to my door, or whatever it is that think is about to come and disrupt my life, I always sit back in this moment, God, what is it that you need me to do? And then when it shows up at my door, I'm sitting here like, what? What? God, you made me wait for this? Because I trusted him, I'm not so mad anymore. I'm not angry anymore. When I want to talk to a person, I say something to a person, he don't deliver that person to me in that time because I'm operating off of self until I learn to say, okay, God, wait a minute. I got it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. And I give him the glory for it. And I give him the glory and I say, thank you. And I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm not the perfect person. I'm not running around here talking about I'm the Christian. I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm the this. I'm just Coach Nye. And what Coach Nye do, she believes in God. So I may have cussed somebody out yesterday. I may have cussed somebody out an hour ago. Actually, I didn't. I don't think I did. No. But at the same time, you can't take my faith away from me. So it's not the fact that I'm this faithful, oh, she's holier than thou. I am really a faithful servant. I'm going to, anybody that know me know that I'm going to speak, and I'm always going to put God first. And he deals with me later with whatever it is that I done did off of self. So in this moment and in this time, yeah, I'm upset. I didn't want to come on live. I didn't want to do anything. I'm sitting back like, God, I don't even know. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm feeling a type of way. I feel like they are trying to break me, but then I realize I'm unbreakable. I'm stretchable. I'm flexible. How? If I'm made of rubber, how can I be broken? You can't break me because everything that you throw to me is going to bounce back to you. You cannot throw anything at me without it coming back to affect you. See, that's what they call the nonchalant, but I call it protection, because what you're doing trying to attack me does not even bother me. What you're doing, that is beneath me. I'm so above that. But let's break it back down. Who that is the enemy. That's the enemy. The enemy, when you start growing, when you start ascending, when you start becoming the better version of you, the higher conscious you, the higher vibrational you, the enemy don't know how to attack you. So what he used to do to throw this at you, you're not even getting mad at that no more. You're not even bothered with that anymore. You sitting back like, okay, well, what just happened? Oh, snap. I didn't even know that attack was here. You putting out small fires. You stepping on fires and you ain't even trying to. You just walking. You just walking. And the whole time you putting out fire, you don't even understand that there's fire up under your feet. And you know why you don't understand there's fire up under your feet? Because it's beneath you. You do not concern yourself with things that are beneath you. Period. So that's why the enemy will keep attacking, and he keep attacking because he can't find me. He can't find my triggers. He's trying everything, and he's going to keep trying, because the more and the harder he go, man, my blessings, all I keep saying is do not strike the rock. Do not curse these folks. Do not say nothing. Do not doubt God, because if I do, I'm not going to make it to the promised land, and I'm right there. See, the people that was in the wilderness, they was right across the street from the promised land. He was able to look over the mountain and see God let him see what he is not going to be able to touch. But anyway, I am not about to mess this up. What's about to happen is you're going to watch me shine. You're going to watch my eye twinkle. You're going to see me in places that I look so unbothered and peaceful. You're going to imagine yourself being in those places with me. You're going to imagine yourself if I would have treated her right, if I was a better friend, if I was a better sibling, if I was a better cousin, if I was a better auntie, if I was a better uncle, if I was a better grandma, if I was a better granddaddy, if I was a better whatever it is, significant other, whatever it is that people are doing to you, if they was just a better whatever, then guess what? They'd have been right there celebrating with you. See, in the season, you're not where you need to be, and you have not made it over to the promised land yet, because you have not set up the boundaries. You haven't poured into yourself to love on yourself. When you start loving on yourself, then you're going to push. You're going to push everything that the enemy ever tried to put on you, every tag that's been put on you, every shackle that's been put on you, everything. You're going to break that. So you haven't pushed that stuff away yet. You haven't broke free of that stuff yet. You haven't got away from any of those things yet, because of the fact you're still stuck in the struggle of what people told you who you were. They never told you whose you were, but they told you who you were. And you believed that to be a thing, and then it became a thing, and it manifested in your life, and it became you. But that ain't who you are. He says, I am. We're created in his image. He lives within us. So how come you acting like you don't know him? It's because it was taught to you that you didn't know. Period. Period. So, the thing is, hold on, guys. Let me tell my son to cut. Hold tight. Let me tell my sons to check on this food real quick. Give me 1 second. 1 second. You know I got this back camera, so I have to. And then I'm going to also I'm gonna go ahead mute that little guy. Okay. Yeah, you don't block everybody. Just mute them. They'll be all right. Some people, like I said, that's just. Oh, I didn't mean to send that invitation. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send that. But some people, they go through things in life and they need attention. Jenny, get her up. Get her up. Get her up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I had to go, check the, I'm making my baby some oxtails. So yeah, have to mute that young man. You don't blink, not blink, but don't, block everybody. It's not worth it. Like I said, a lot of people will come on the live just to come on the live. They're cute though. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So you just got to believe that it is meant for you. So that business partner, those friendships, those different things, those people that came into your life. Listen, if they don't see who you are and whose you are and see the love within you, you don't force them to. Just walk away. I know it's hard. You know why it's hard? Because you didn't heal. That's why it's hard. Because you didn't heal. That's why it's hard. You didn't heal. What happens when you heal? Some people heal. Good night. Some people heal. It's two different types of healing now. You got the people that heal and they come out selfish. Ooh, they come out so selfish and bold and, ready to fight. Angry. They ain't loving nothing. No. And you're going to kiss their behind. And you're going to worship the ground that they walk on because they've been through things in life and they have healed and they're never going to let anybody tear them down again. And blah, 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 because this is who I am. And then they get on their panels or whatever it is that they do. And then they speak from a place, but the way they're speaking from a healed, hurt place. See, they healed from something, but hid the hurt. So when you hide the hurt, you're going to speak hurt, but you're going to portray yourself as healed. You're going to portray yourself and then you're going to put out, and they don't realize that it's a hateful message. Meaning that if you can't meet me where I'm at, then you don't need to be in my life because that's not what healed mean. Healed meaning that it has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with anybody that's coming into your life. Nothing. It has everything to do with you. It has everything to do with you developing your gifts, developing your spiritual gifts, developing the power that's within you, becoming the best version of yourself, that you're representing the real authentic you. And everybody is going to want to know where you got your spring water from. And then they're going to see it in you. And then they're going to want to become better. You're not going to worry about if somebody coming to the table to meet you somewhere. You got to already know that you are the table and you can seat a table of 12 by yourself gracefully without saying all that without going to someone saying, you got to have a job, you got to have a this, you got to have a that. No, what it is just you being who you are. See, I don't have to speak about anything. See, a lot of people think like, oh, well, she cool, she just, and they do all they little lying, and I got this and I got that, and the whole time I got the spirit of discernment, and I can see right through it. I know you don't have any of these things. Okay, young man, young woman, whatever. I know you have none of these things. None of these things exist in your life. They exist here mentally only. They exist there, but they really don't exist. See, that's the part of being healed, using my spirit of discernment. People sit in my face and they tell me a whole lot, and I'm just like, okay, I say nothing, because it's not my job to call you out, because you're gonna tell on yourself. By the time you realize it, trust me, anybody that has lied to me, they have looked me in my face, and they have to look away because they already know I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Yes, but Emily, even with forgiveness, a lot of people think in the healing process that that's all it is forgive, and then it's nothing else no more. You don't worry about. That's not what it is. Forgiveness, everything about healing is about you. Everything. The forgiveness is about you, so you will not commit a sin and be accounted for that sin. That's why it says you have to forgive over and over and over and over. Everything has everything to do with you, meaning that you know who you are, you know whose you are, you're confident in yourself. You know you don't have to look for people to tell you you're beautiful, because you know you're beautiful. You don't have to have people to tell you how smart you are, because you already know. See, you're not arrogant, you're just confident in knowing who you are. See, you're confident about who you are because you're you. They're not you. You get to the point that you don't care. You're okay with people being who they are. You're okay with the things that people say. You're okay knowing that people just ain't gonna like you. You're okay with knowing that, hey, the person that you married, you wanted that marriage. You called for that marriage. You laid on the pillow every night with the enemy, every night with the enemy, every night with the enemy. You did that. Yeah. You did a good job at it too. A real good job. Hey, Nina, I just thought about it. Like, I didn't even send it out to her. What's up? Hey, boo. Yes. So the thing is, you have to unravel all these things, and in your healing process, you got to say, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I did what I did. I'm not angry about it. I'm not mad that I did what I did for you, because you needed me to pour into you. And the reason why you needed me to pour into you, even though it hurt like hell when I was like, oh, you took everything from me. I gave you everything. I was always there. I was this, I was that, I just turned into a real girl, didn't I? But instead of you getting, now that you healed, you ain't even mad about that no more. What you're saying is, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the share. What you're saying now is, oh, it was supposed to happen. See, it wasn't an accident. See, it wasn't a mistake. See, it wasn't like, oh, I chose the wrong person. It was supposed to happen because you needed to pour into that person at that time. You was cloaked for a reason. The reason why God cloaked you and brought you into all these people's lives, people thought that, oh, yeah, she goofy, or he goofy. He's a simp. Oh, she'll do whatever, or whatever. The reason why God needed those people to do that and kept you cloaked at this time, even though everything about you was loud. They seen you had a good job. They seen you had a nice house. They seen you had a nice crib, but for some reason they thought you was one of the Teletubbies, dipsy. They thought you was slow. They thought that, they simple, are oblivious. They don't know what's going on. So yeah, let's run this game real quick. And the whole time you think you're running game, but that person already knew. They just didn't want to hurt you because of who they were. They're good people. So they already knew. But in that moment, they were cloaked. See, a lot of the stuff did go over their head because it was so beneath them. See, when you play young games with grown men and grown women, it goes over their head. Not because they're slow. It's just the fact that these are little kid games. I played those, when I was a child. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown woman. And God allowed those things to go over your head because it's a lesson in everything. So as you grow and you grow, God say, okay, I got you. Now I'm going to uncloak you. Now I'm going to let you in front of everyone. Now they're going to see, because what you poured into them, they thought they got over on, and they feeling good. You could have even gave them your car and they had girls in it, boys in it, men in it, whatever the case may be. riding around like, yeah, they one up somebody. But guess what? When God uncloaked you and they realized that you were never done, they realized that, dang, joke's on them, because you are here. You will continue to flourish and become the best version of yourself while they are stuck in a matrix of constant, like a hamster wheel, constant mess, constant chaos, constant. They're never going to get out of it. And just when they think they're getting out of it, guess what? All they did was get out. It's kind of like getting off of one ride to get on another ride of chaos. You can't do God folks wrong. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you for the follow. Okay, TYGFE is that. Thank you, God, for everything. I don't know. I'm just coming up with something. Could that be it? Sup, Earth Angel? So, yes. So that, and it's so funny, Earth Angel is in here. Okay. I'm going to check you out. You know, I like to promote everybody's stuff. So if you got a link, put it down there, okay? So people will come into your life. People will run you ragged. People will do all these things. It is not your job to sit and dwell on how or what they say about you. Of course, they're going to call you crazy. Of course, they're going to talk about you. Of course, they're going to drag you through the mud. Of course, they're going to make you look like you're the bad person. Of course. Because what person would fumble an Earth Angel? So they got to make sure that they don't sound dumb. They got to make sure that they don't look stupid. They have to justify for what they did to make themselves feel better. But they answer to one person, and that's it. And that's God. Let God deal with them. See, when you heal, you start just saying, all right, cool, whatever. You want what you want when you want it. You do what you're going to do. You just live life. Like I said, I got everything going against me right now, but I feel good about everything that's going against me right now. Because I'm not trying to figure it out. It ain't my job to figure it out. God, you wanted me to be one of your hardest workers, one of your toughest soldiers. You wanted this, God. So guess what? Give me my marching orders. Give me what I need. Because right now I'm out of gas and I'm trying to figure out. So I'm at a stump. Right now I'm in the foxhole. So God, I don't see none of the enemies, but I'm going to stay in the bunker because of the fact you'll let me know when I need to pop up and hit a target. Until then, I'm right here. Just don't you be the target. You don't come into my life and be the target that God make me want to take down. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Don't be that person. Stay out of the line of fire. Tread lightly, because Coach Nye is healed and she's ready. And that's how you have to look at your life. Nah, stay out of the line of fire. Meaning that don't come over here. If you ain't trying to heal, or you ain't on a healing journey, or you ain't healed, don't come over here. No. God didn't send you. No. Don't make me make a rap. Where my microphone at? Hey, hey, God ain't send you. For real. That was my rap for today. Dead Broke Records. Watch me. I'll be out soon. Coach Nye. But I'm just saying. He didn't send you. I have the spirit of discernment. I can discern who was sent and who's not sent. I know these things now. See, before, I let everybody come. I let them all come. Like, hey, you guys come eat off of me. Come eat off my plate. Charlie says, I love my good and plenty. Let me stop. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me get back up here. I don't know what I did. I done came off my own live. But I'm just saying. Yes. I'm trying to make sure I miss nobody's text. Okay. Yes. So, in this season, no. I know what's sent for me. And if you decide to bring your tail on over here, don't be mad at me when I send you back. Because I'm going to send you back. I'm not just going to send you back like, hey, you get out of here. I totally hate you. God's coming for you. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that at all. What I'm going to do is gently guide you. Because everything that we do, yeah. But you know what? I got a big thing about that. I call my power back, and it's going to make you look at something a little bit different. Look at it a little bit different. When you calling your power back, right? And you calling your energy back. Hey, Nine. Well, listen, Earth Angel. When you calling it back, you got to think about it. Where did you leave that energy at? You got to remember, energy constantly reproduces. The currency, it constantly reproduces, right? Now, if you cut off some energy, it's still here. You can reroute it and it still flow. Because you got to look at yourself like the power source, right? So everybody that I allow to plug into me, right? To get my energy. Uh-oh, am I frozen? I hope I ain't frozen. I allow everybody to plug into me to get my energy. Right? And they all filled up and they all feeling good. And hold on, what's going on here? And they all feeling good. The little energy vampires, they out here feeling their best. Take it from me. I leave them with power, they feel good. Now think about that. Now, you're the power company. You can, I gotta do my puzzle. Hold on. This is the only thing I don't like about having the back camera. I got to come around here to do it's just too much. Anyway, this is my first time using it, so boom, I'm feeling good. So listen, if I gave little Dusty my power, I don't want it back. You can have that. Now, I'm going to tell you why you need to look at it like that. Because you got to remember, everything that's attached to them, you're calling back, that is now attached to what you gave them. I call my power. Y'all can keep that. Look at it like you allowed them to plug in and they charge their phone to 100%. Eventually, that 100% going to run out. So they can have that little power. But you're never going to run out of your energy. It's going to reproduce. It's going to constantly reproduce. You're going to constantly reproduce good fruit. You're going to constantly. So now what the lesson is, and I talk about that in my book. Oh God, let me promote it. Trinity Walk. I keep forgetting to promote my own stuff. Trinity Walk to Self-Love. Okay. It is on Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and Amazon website. And I talk about that in there, about being the energy pool limit. Let them have that. I don't want anything that I gave you. They used to call it an Indian giver. Everything about the tribes, everything had a meaning to it, right? With the tribes, they had meanings to it. So when I look at Indian giving, meaning that if I gave it to you, I don't want it back. Because what I gave you was pure. What you're going to give me back is unclean. I gave you clean love. You're going to give me back unclean. Meaning that everything that you got going on in your life that you done touch now. No, don't want it. Keep it. You can have that energy. I know that's right. Clean and upgraded. Listen, I'm telling you, it's so important. And I talk about that. Using the right words with the right, using the right emotions to the right feeling. Using the right words to what it is. Every word has a meaning to it. Everything has a deeper meaning than what we think it should mean. I always tell people to go back to the Hebrew, because before it got to English, you had the Hebrew, the Greek, the Latin, and then English. And by the time it gets to English, it's like Ebonics. We just make up our own terms for it. It sounds close, so go ahead, put it there. So that's another thing. I just need you to understand everything. Put the right words to the right emotion so it can attach to the right feeling. So, the right words. When people saying all these things, I don't care who it is. I don't care if they Christians. I don't care who it is. A lot of people say things because it sounds good. It reads well. It sounds really good and it rings. And that chant, everyone will be running around here with that chant. I call all my power back from every dimension, from every, if you done took it to another dimension, keep it there. Keep it there. I don't want nothing back that I gave, because you're never going to be able to give it back to me in its pure form. That's why I gave it to you. And when I give it to you, you need to learn how to handle it. See, that was me pouring into people. You didn't understand me then. Now that your battery is at zero and your power cut off, and you can't put it in your mama name, you can't put it in your cousin name, there's no way that you can plug back into me. So therefore, now you have to learn, how do I get that power? You got to work hard at it. But how do I get that power? Well, I'm a watch coach now. What is she doing? How she got all that power? And then the key of it is that I'm teaching them, and it doesn't click to them. It's the self-love, to go within, heal you within, love on yourself, and then you'll understand how important your power is. And it is energy. Energy is like currency, real money. You're going to have to lock that thing down. Listen, I don't care if a man come into my life and he tell me he love me and he going to marry me tomorrow. My energy, listen, is more valuable than you, because that's my power. Once you take that from me, then I'm nothing. Then I'm back at square one, in low vibrational, on the floor, crying and hurt, because I don't know, how did I get here? How did I let somebody break my heart? How did I get down here on the floor? How am I going to get up? Because of the fact I let you, Cypher, and take my power from me. Your power is not like I'm a Avenger, like I'm out here like the DC Marvels. I'm out here making stuff move, or I'm Scarlet. No, that's not what I'm saying. My power is who I am, my true authentic self. Once I allow that to escape me, I am nothing. Whenever you being fake, you are nothing. When you're not being who you are, you're nothing. You don't let nobody take that from you. Ever. You feel me? You always stay in the who you are. The who you are. Whose you are. Knowing those things. Don't you ever strip you again. We've all been there. It's not just women. Men go through it too. But we expect men, hey, you're not supposed to cry. Shut up. You're weak. You're a simp. That's not the case at all. They just was never taught about putting the right emotion to the right feeling, so they don't men. That's why hit them with Nikki. I don't even know what to say about men, because I'm not a man. So I'm not going to sit up here on this platform and say men this, men that. But one thing I do know for sure, growing up in the household, I was the only girl. So I know that my brothers, was no such thing as crying. What you mean you going to cry? I mean, my oldest brother was always crying, but still. What you mean cry? He learned how to hold it within. Then they hold all that emotion in. And then everybody now they call him crazy. Well, why is he crazy? He's not crazy. He's not crazy at all. He's very intelligent, very smart. With the best of them. Talented. Very spiritual. But because they don't understand them. And so he lives an unauthentic life of trying to people please. So he can't step into his full power because he's too busy people pleasing. So instead of them calling him crazy, hell, I guess they call me crazy because I ain't going with the Matrix. I'm not going with none of it. I'm not, you know what? I'm not going with the flow of anything. I'm not doing anything y'all like. I don't care what the family been doing for years. Guess what? I don't like you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I know. I don't care. Don't talk to me. Oh, Lord, the family ain't talking to me. Ooh, Lord. I don't care. So that's how it goes. I can love and not want to be around. That's how important my energy is to me. That's how important it is for me to be in my power at all times, my true authentic self. Anywhere I go, if it causes me to be fake, I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if it's my son's school. That's why they do right at school, because they don't want me to come, because I'm coming as my true authentic self. I'm not coming here to play. I'm not coming in here, hey, how you doing? I'm not going to shift gears. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. I'm not shifting gears. Screw them gears. Mama is here. Now, what's the problem? Do you understand? Now, so you have to, when it comes to men, stop, give them a safe place. If y'all want to be in a relationship with a man, give them a safe place. That's one thing about me. I've always been tough because I was the only girl, so I was my dad's son. However, in a relationship because of the fact my dad always was his true authentic self with me. Never with my brothers, but with me, he was always his true authentic self. So if his feelings was hurt, he talk about his feelings. I never looked at him as like, Dad, you know, he was still Superman to me. Like, that dude was strong to me. Like, he could, girl, you better go and fuck on my daddy, beat you up. You know? So, but I never looked at him like, well, because he was his true authentic self. I see my dad cry. I didn't feel like, oh no, my daddy crying. Because he wasn't like, boo-hoo, ho-ho, daughter, look at me, come here. No. That was a grown man that sat there at the edge of the bed, me and him talking. We had a conversation, and he broken. He was hurting. I gave my father a safe space to be himself because he taught me how to be myself at all times. So what he taught me in that moment, see, a lot of people would have looked at it as, oh, you know, no, I'm his daughter. What he taught me is to always allow a man to be the safe space. Never make them feel that they can't be safe around me. Even if we just friends, you can open up to me and I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to make you feel a type of way. I'm not going to do this. However, because my dad didn't teach me emotions, I used to get tough love. And I'm just going to give you a conversation of how that went in my younger days. And, you know, just listen. This was the younger me. And I would say, all right, man, now you got it. Now get your ass up and get back in the game. Okay, Ann, so what? You got it. All right, that happened. Get back in the fight. You ain't weak. You see what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah, I get it. But what about when it's your husband? My husband was like, damn, why you so damn tough? But had he not said that to me, I would have thought that tough love, that was like the drive to get back in the game, that worked for everybody. It wasn't until he looked at me, because, you know, he failed one of his tests, major tests in the military. And I was like, all right, get back in the fight. Get the F back in there. You got this. F that. You strong. You know. And he was quiet. And he was like, why you so damn tough? You strong ass damn. Go over there. Like, that's not. And he taught me that that's not what he needed. So that was another thing that I was learning. Inside of that as well, I was in the military. I was learning to be a leader. So I was learning that, hey, every soldier, I'm probably going to cuss out every soldier. But it's not going to be effective. Because this soldier can't operate from that place. I need to have a conversation. Same thing, but a conversation. This one just came out of high school. This one right here, oh, he off the chain. This one right here, oh, I'm about to make him low crawl with his rucksack, cussing him out, put your Kevlar on, get your ass down the motor pool. Let's have it. Boom. Guess what? Got him under control. But this one, hey, how you been? All right. Let's have a conversation. However, it was times that I had to say what I needed to say and have it. They took it. But at the end of the day, my dad always taught me that conversation is the best thing in the world next to understanding. So, right. My dad was my best teacher. My best teacher. Same way with my kids. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I got two, and you already know which one making me take the deep breath. So my oldest son, I can't go yelling at him. We got to have a conversation. Because once I go yelling, and he about to be 18. This joker is over 6 feet. This joker about almost 200 pounds. Like, I'm 5'4". I go yelling at him, it still shuts him down. He can't think. I say take out the trash. He ain't even thinking. He just gonna pick up the whole trash can, take it outside, because I done messed up his whole sense of thinking. But that little one, see, that's me. I can't beat the me out of him. So that little one, oh baby, that gentle parenting, no. I got to give him all of my hood. All of that Gary, Indiana back in the day hood. I got to give it all to him. And guess what? He gets on up. Next thing you know, he washing dishes, mopping the floor, doing all that. He ain't even mad because I'm talking his language. I just lit a fire under him. That's why I'm scared. Boy, you get married, your wife you gonna find a me. You gonna find a younger me. That's what you gonna look for. And that wife gonna beat the brakes off you because of the fact he talked too much. He always got something to say. I don't know. And I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I probably high five her. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that was the thing. Back to the emotions. When you're dealing with men, that's one thing my dad taught me is how to be a safe space for that man. That does not mean I need to be a safe space for every man. That does not mean that I need to be a safe space for boyfriends. That does not mean, because what I learned in my healing process, stop treating these boyfriends like husband. You're not my husband. And what I learned also too is when they say, how you going to find someone if you don't go out? Because I don't have to find anyone. I don't care if I'm under a rock. He's going to find me. Because the person that's for me. Now everybody else is just trial and error. Everybody else is just giving me something to do. Everybody else is just like, hey, I see you, right? You want to go eat, right? You want to get a good laugh? Okay. All right, let's laugh. Ha ha. I'm going home. It's past my bedtime. It's 6:30 p.m. I need to get ready for bed. Get out of my face. I'm done. But that's the thing, but back to what I was saying is you have to learn to be a safe space. Men, be a safe space for her, right? So somebody had to teach me how to become my soft era me, because what I thought a soft girl was, dainty. And when my cousin she said, oh, you get a salad, that's the it girl meal. Girl, shut the hell up, it's a salad. But she's real girly. She's cutesy. Me, I just like to just be me. Like, I like what I like. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. But that's it. I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. It doesn't mean that I'm not girly. I thought, girls have to, to be a soft girl, you have to walk around. And see, that's another thing. We watch all these videos and all these social medias, these platforms, and we think this is what a soft girl era is. And then they post all these things. They show that they are traveling, they're eating good, and they're this, that, and the third. But they're not showing you the rest of their apartment. The rest of their apartment is nasty and dirty. The rest of their apartment is full of air mattresses. The rest of their apartment is full of everybody else stuff, because they're just a roommate. They have a room, or they have a corner where they put their air mattress. That's it. They don't tell you all. They get all dressed up. They get these little coupons from Fashion Nova, because Fashion Nova, listen, I get stuff from Fashion Nova as well. But they get these things and they pretend to be this person, and then you really trying to heal and trying to figure out what is a soft girl, and you run after these things and you become something else instead of being your true authentic self. See, your soft girl is totally different from the next person's soft girl. See, I can still go out there and work on a doggone tractor and on a lawnmower and landscaping and everything else. If you know me, then you already know I get my hands dirty. And also, I am the same one that can have on a dress with some heels and stand up in the F-150 and snatch a battery out. See, this is the thing. I am who I am. I'm not trying to act, because I'll be done got pissed off and frustrated sitting there waiting on someone to do it for me. Like, oh, I'm too girly. Just go ahead. Yeah. I'll be done got mad, took the ratchet and just like, look, bro, I got it. You got to turn it like this. You got to go to work on Myra. But that's just me. All I want to do is just be my true authentic self. And so, like I was explaining to my cousin, I said, I just want to get me an old school, and I want to work on the inside. Like, I want to I want to do the interior. I want to rip the whole inside out and rebuild it myself the way that I want to, with the pieces that I want to. I want to do that. She's like, oh man, you're such a boy. And then my other cousin was like, well, I was working on the battery, putting the battery in and fixing some wires on the car. And she's like, man, you're such a dude, such a dude. But at the same time, they like, you just so girly looking, but you just so, and it's just because I had a father that taught me that. So who put me in the space that I can feel that I wanted to look soft, or I wanted to, just get into my feminine era. It was me healing myself, that I realized that, hey, I am all of these things. I am well-rounded. I was hard on myself. People would tell me, you so girly. And I'm just like, girl, please. When I get home, I'm putting my baseball cap on and I'm about to chill. Like, that's me. But I didn't see it because I've always been so hard. When I speak, I cussed a lot, the F-bomb, all that, all the time. That's just me. I'm your homegirl. But I also would go to my 9 to 5, face beat, heels, office clothes, accessorized and all this. And they like, you need to have a girly because you so. No, I'm too rough for a girl. At that time, I was too rough for a girl. My boys was great, right? So it's when I healed that I realized that soft girl era, everybody is not the same soft girl. So everybody walking around here with the same hairdos, with the same nails, with the same everything, because everybody's trying to be this soft girl, and they're getting their example from the next girl instead of getting it from within of who they are. Just like with the Proverbs 31, when I teach you, it's not that it's a person. You get a lot of Christians, and when they say that they want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, I don't want a soft girl, I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, and I want to be this, and I'm going to be that. And then you see them in their videos and on their platforms. What are they doing? They're sitting around crisscross applesauce. I don't know what they face beat, bonnets on, whatever it is, early in the morning, reading their Bible, sitting around, sipping their tea. Then the next thing, they're 4 o'clock, they turn into that dude that every 4 minutes he doing something, every 2 minutes he doing something. He done 2 minutes later, he in Chicago, he just left New York. I don't know what his name is, but anyway. And then they show that they went to the gym, they come back and they eat their toast and avocado, and they come back and they do skincare, hair care, and then they get dressed, and then they read their Bible and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah. See, that's not what a Proverbs 31 woman is. See, and I explain this to people. A Proverbs 31 woman is a you, is a me, and everybody else. A Proverbs 31 woman, there is not a woman. If you read it, it is not a woman. When if you look and say, okay, well, who's the woman that they're talking about? There is no woman. This is just a guideline God gave to his daughters. It wasn't a thing of you got to do this. What God was showing you, that daughters, I created you to be a helpmate. I created you out of purpose. I created you. You came into this world with a job. Okay? You were created specifically with a job. You had a mission. Women, you were created with a mission. So let's get to Proverbs 31, because he created us to be a helpmeet. That's what it says in Greek, but in English it say helpmate. And that is to be a helper, not to be behind, not to be sitting around saying, oh, I'm just let this man do everything for me. I'm going to be a dazzle and distress. I'm going to be this, that, and the third. That's not what it is. We're supposed to be a helpmate. We're supposed to be right there. That's why we came out his side, so we could be right there by his side. When he moved left, we move left. We already know. If he rocking, we rolling. We already know what's going on. We're here to support you. We're not here for you to walk ahead of us, to shut us up, to speak over us, to sit back. No, we were brought here to be by your side, to help you be. When you are weak, I am strong. Matter of fact, I know you so well because I came from your rib that I already know in this situation that you really want to cry. You really getting emotional. So I'm going to step in so won't nobody even see the wrinkle in your doggone forehead. Won't nobody even hear the shaking in your voice. I'm going to go ahead and speak up because I got this, because I know this is a sensitive moment for you. And it's not that I'm shutting you down like I'm better than you. I'm being a helpmate, meaning that I'm stepping up in the time that you are weak so no one else can see that you're weak. Because if anybody else see that you're weak, that means that they can infiltrate the house. They can come into the camp and take away from us. They can't do that. The same way that when I am weak and when I am nervous, don't be out here talking about, so she got it. No, that's when you step up. When you already know I got 7 seconds of fighting me and it's this girl's over here, you already know at 6 seconds you better be reaching your arm out to grab me out because I'm about to get faint in this moment. And I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, you already know what needs to happen to me and for me in this moment. I'm sorry, I got so many cameras going on, I don't know which one to look at. In this moment. So that's what it's for. So let's jump over to Proverbs 31. What it is basically is God giving us a guideline saying that, hey, she wakes up in the wee hours. She wakes up, she prays. She has a business. She makes clothes. She sells things. She buys property. She buys the land. She does these things. Her husband is out at the gate or wherever he is, and he ain't worrying about her. He not worrying about nobody saying she's out here fighting, 3-year-old phone, doing all these things, messing off his money, running all the gas out the car, ain't gonna cook, ain't gonna do nothing. That's what the Proverbs 31, it was the guidelines showing us a guy saying, hey, these are the things that you should be doing. So instead of you sitting around, oh, I'm going through the divorce and I ain't never worked because I follow behind you. That's a you problem, not a his problem or our problem or anybody else's problem, because God told us to have a job. We came in with a job. We came in. He's telling us operate in your purpose. Those were examples of things that we should be doing. Operating in your purpose mean that when you're doing what God tell you to do, you can't do nothing but bring in wealth. I can't bring in anything else. I can't bring in, as y'all say, minimum wage and all. I can't bring that in when I'm operating in my purpose. I don't care if I am working at McDonald's or wherever I'm working at. I can't bring it. I'm going to make more than the next person up in there because it's guaranteed to be for me, because that's where God put me. And if I'm operating in my purpose by leading, it doesn't matter that I'm on the night shift and I'm just a team member. I'm still a leader, so stand up in it. I'm going to be wealthy. It does not matter. So stop trying to be like the next soft girl. Stop trying to be like this Proverbs 31 that they making up, talking about that's a Proverbs 31. And the whole time a Proverbs 31 is you and me, us. That's what it is. Go start your business. You're a Proverbs 31 woman. Start your business. Do what you need to do to bring in the wealth. Your husband, he's going to be operating in his purpose, so he's going to bring his wealth. Just like I talk about Ruth. Ruth went out in that field. She didn't know what Naomi and everybody else had going on around her. She was trusted. She went in. Let's say this. She went in on her purpose, operating in her purpose to provide. She's a provider. That's why she did not go back to her family home. She went with Naomi because of the fact she's a provider. It's in her. It is known back in the biblical times that the men were supposedly providers, right? But she's a provider. That is her purpose. That's why she stayed with Naomi, to provide. But what she didn't understand is that because she was operating in her purpose, when she was going through the field, what little did they know, Boaz talking about some leave little bits for her so she could pick it up, because he understood the plan, this, then the third. It was over her head because she didn't care nothing about that, because she was doing and operating in her purpose. She didn't care about nothing else that was going on. She operating in her purpose so her and Naomi can eat. The whole time, everything is working out for her. She can't help but be wealthy. Everything is working out for her. She didn't have to work hard. She just needed to operate in a purpose. And everything fell into place for her, because she operated a purpose. She could have said, all right, now, it's been real. You know, I was married to your son. I loved him. I loved it in him. I loved it in him. But I got to go back to my daddy house. Where you going to take care of me? No, she continued to operate in her purpose. Your purpose never died. Your spouse, your children, your family, your whatever may go on, but your purpose, it never dies. Do you understand? Because once you're gone, your job is to pass that on. So all this teaching that I'm doing, for somebody, right, to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to start operating my purpose. My purpose is to teach. It's to be passed on. That's how you continue the generational wealth. You pass it on. So if I teach it and instill it in my children, guess they're going to teach their children. Guess they're going to teach their children. You see what I'm saying? It's impossible for the enemy to creep in if I teach them how to operate in their power and understand that everything is working out for them, even though it is not of good. It's going to work out for them, and everything that's happening to them is not happening to them, it's happening for them or through them. For the next person. It has nothing to do with them. If you go through the storm, God needs you to go through the storm, and he's going to pull you out on the other side. When he pull you out on the other side, you're going to come on the other side wealthy. Wealth does not mean money. Money does not make you wealthy. That is not luxury. Love. If you got love, you're richer than any. Listen, you done beat everybody at the game. Love can get you anywhere. Love can get you anywhere. Love can get you in places that money can't. Everybody breaking their back trying to get this. But if you exude and you become love, it comes to you. I'm not chasing no bag. I'm not running around here trying to, God bless me. I want to be I want to get in alignment. I want my abundance. I'm just being who I am and operating in my purpose. As long as I'm operating in my purpose, I am in alignment. Okay? You are in alignment. Operating your purpose and you are in alignment. Period. 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 Be the best version of yourself. That's it. You don't compete with anybody. You don't get out there and say, well, I got to do this, that, and the third. Listen. It was a bunch of us. We took a hit. A lot of us went, left jobs and did things like that. I'm sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. Left jobs and things like that. And guess what? I sat back like, well, maybe I should be looking for a job. I'm qualified. But my father said he got me. See, this was long overdue. I was supposed to stop working, 2 years ago. I said, I'm going to do it. And I was like, nah. Every year, since 2017, I've been saying I was going to stop working. It's like, nah. Until I finally was like, you know what? I'm tired. Why? I'm going to do what I want to do. However, he just laid something in my lap today. And at first I was like, okay, God. We really doing this? We really gonna do this? Okay. I can't help but trust you. In this moment in my life, I don't have nowhere to turn. I don't have no one to turn to. I don't have this to turn to. I can't do anything but lean on him totally. But I refuse to strike the rock. I refuse to yell. I refuse to have a Moses moment. Because in that moment, I'll lose everything. So I'm in the moment of, let's ride. Let's ride. That's it. So, I come on here, like I said, you guys, for the ones that's new, thank you so much. What up, Nita? There go my little sister, love you more. Listen. Thank you, Butterfly. Listen, I ain't get to read all y'all messages and stuff. But here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get up off of here. I don't come on here every day. I do not. And the reason why I don't come on here every day, so the ones that have caught me, that you never been on before, thank you, Earth Angel. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. I don't come on every day because of the fact I never want to get it twisted, and I don't want to be in a situation that I become about self, and I start operating from a selfish place instead of a selfless place. And so when I feel like God got something for me to say, I come on. I don't worry about the followers. I don't worry about anything. The whole point is I have to come on and catch the people that, I'm telling you, I get a nudge. And it'd be different hours that I have to come on. I get a nudge to go on. And I meet the people where they are, whoever it is. So a message may be for somebody. Sometimes it be just so many messages coming that it just sound like it just be all over the place. And I'm just like, God, what am I talking about today? So I don't come in prepared of writing down what I think I'm going to talk about. I don't do all these extra different things. I don't do all that. I just come on and I speak and the people come. That's it. That is the prayer, and that is what happened. I don't worry about this, that, and the third. Like I say, some days when I'm outside, it depends on my setting. If I'm outside, I usually get over 100-some people in here. When I'm in my most intimate space inside the studio, I get a couple of people. And I'm okay, because it's not about the people. What I don't want to do is turn it into a Naisha moment. Because a Naisha moment means we about to have a good time. I'm about to cut up. We about to joke, juke, jive, everything. Because that's just what I like to do. But I want to thank y'all for all the gifts, the likes, the shares, the follows, everything. And my prayer is that, I get to a place with everything that God is dropping on my lap. Because I got some great things that he's dropping. I had to overcome the fear that we talked about. And my fear was the control of planning out how it should be. But however, I'm over it. And it's about to be rolling. I got a lot of things. And Naisha Nicole, thank you so much. Listen, Naisha, I talk about in my book, once again, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble website. I talk about that in my book. I talk about getting a night buddy. It's just so funny that one of my followers, we became like friends, real friends. Her name is Naisha Nicole. Y'all will see her. And you know my name, first name is Naisha. And I talk about in the book, get you a night buddy. A night buddy is a me. And what I do, I will always push you. I will always help you see the bigger picture. I will always push you to greater and to operate, to how to and teach you how to operate in your purpose. Teach you, the one that will hold you accountable. And so for her to come into my life, it's like the example. It was like, that was the example. God just showed me. It was like, okay, confirmation. She is truly a night buddy. And her name is Naisha. So that's what's pretty dope. That's right. Nita, you ain't lying. Hey, Cindy. Nita, you ain't lying. You always been going to the flow. That's my sister. I call her my little sister, but we like right here. But Nita, listen. Hey, it'll get there. Ain't nothing gonna change. Y'all still breathing. I'm coming. Boom. And so that's one thing I can say. So yes, she ain't never, well, to me, you never seem like you let life tackle you. You stayed in control of life. And so I got some other great news coming for you guys. So I did go ahead and open up my books. So life coaching, if you want life coaching, your first session is free. You do you book through the consultation, and that will give you the free life coaching, your first session. And then I've put the prices up for the coaching sessions. I've also got it that you guys can do group sessions, that I do travel and come to group settings and we set up different things, healing or whatever. Also meditation, we got that going now. The book is open for meditation. So it's open. The schedule is open. I did take down the personal training for this moment in time because I'm only going to do local personal training. And I'm very picky on the ones that I do because the gym in my home, I have to bring you to my home. So it's very going to be personal, more intimate, more personal when we do that one. However, I may open up, I got to get everything flowing right. I may open up personal training, traveling personal training, doing a class, boot camp class, group training, stuff like that. So, I'm also still working on my other book, the workbook. And so I'm getting ready to close out a couple of chapters on that. I got to give time to that. Also, I got all types of stuff going on. Okay. I got classes. I got school. I got all types of stuff going on. Okay. I got classes. I got school. I got classes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. What did happen? All right, I think we got it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. What we got? Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Listen. Because it's front camera. I told you it's new to me. But anyway, so I got all type of stuff going on. So I will be busy, but I'll be taking care of business and busy at the same time. So my schedule is full. And Naisha, thank you so much for giving me different ideas and different things like that. So I'm working on that. Also, I got to get ready for a photo shoot for the book cover and my flyers invitations. So and also the podcast. season 2, I'll be finishing recording those up. I'm just going to do recordings instead of like guest interviews and things like that. And put those out there, get those out there. So that's one thing kind of off my plate. So I got a lot going on, and I really appreciate you guys. But blah, blah, blah. I always leave y'all, bring y'all in and tell y'all what's going on. So it's not like I'm MIA. And I think I'm going to start coming on live a little bit more. I'm not doing too much. I don't like to do hours and hours and hours and hours, but if God tell me to do hours and hours and hours, I'm gonna do hours and hours. So as always, like I say, I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. If no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, I love you. I am your big sister, okay? I am here to serve. I am here to help guide you and get you into alignment and operating in your purpose, being the best version of yourself, teaching you how to love yourself, okay? Self-love. If you have not gotten your books, it's Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, and Amazon website. Also, and if you want life coaching session, go ahead to my website that is in my bio. Click on the link and book you a consultation to get your first session free, okay? Book in the consultation. If it is full or it's not available, then go ahead and DM me and we can work something out. Once again, I am Coach Na. Remember, God will pour into your cup until it overflow. That overflow, first off, that cup is for you. It is not for anyone else. It is not for you to say, I just want to go help the world. That's not for you. That is your blessing. That is your inheritance. That is what is for you. And it does not mean that it's money. It's just favor. It could be just favor in every room that you walk in every door that you open, that it is nothing but favor. Everything will work out for you. Everything, stop equating all blessings to money. Now, when he overflow your cup, that is for others, because now you will be the storehouse, because the church says we see and know that it ain't doing right with what God gave it. So therefore, you will be the storehouse. So he will send the people that you need to help, meaning that use your discernment, okay, and help the people that he needs to help. It does not mean that it's always money. Remember, it could be wisdom. Everybody doesn't deserve your wisdom. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy. Everybody does not deserve your currency. Listen. It is not about money. It's your presence sometimes. Everybody doesn't deserve that. So I want to tell you right now, I love you, love you, love you, love you. Stop worrying about what other people say about you. Stop worrying about trying to please people. It does not matter. You are to make you happy. There is no one else to make you happy. It is for you to make you happy. It is not for you to go out and go get in everybody's business. I love to tell you this. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. What God gave you is for you. Don't go dipping your nose in somebody else's business trying to tell them, because everybody has a mission to guide someone gently to whatever it is they're supposed to be doing. So if you see someone failing at something, if God told you to go correct them, then go. But if God didn't tell you to go correct them, meaning that he didn't bring that person to you, mind your business. Go and find you somebody else. Okay? I love you guys. I love you guys. Coach Night out. Let me make sure I ain't missed nobody's comment. Thank you, Cindy. Yes. And that reminds me too, Naisha, the Trinity of the book. The Trinity means the spirit means spiritual, healing yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. So I teach you how to do that. So I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Coach Night out. Bye. Oh, I got to get up and turn it around. Great day. I forgot all about this Facebook camera. I was trying to do a smooth bye, but I can't do it. All right, I'm going to say it now. Thank you, Cindy. Coach Night out.